secure this quarterfinal place by winning also 4-3. So both had some struggles yesterday, and they will meet today in the quarterfinal. GERERELL to serve.
Love 1.
As I mentioned, they met before, and always the crucial thing will be, is Timo BOLL able to receive the service of GERERELL well. And again, also here, Timo, we saw that before also in the women quarterfinal, where you really have to judge right.
Higher. 1 all.
That's interesting now. Timo BOLL gets a warning. Has to throw higher the ball.
2-1.
Timo BOLL, usually the trademark is his spinny topspin and this reverse service in all directions. Good backhand there for GERERELL. That's something GERERELL did improve over the last years. Usually before he was known also only for service and first forehand. Meanwhile, he's also improved with the backhand.
3-2.
Easy miss from Timo BOLL there, above the table. Has to step to the ball, moving up with his hand.
3 all.
A little bit easier for both to have service and receive. Both can, I think, easier judge the service of the opponents when it's left against left. And GERERELL, in this backhand situation, I think usually Timo BOLL has the advantage. That's why GERERELL is trying to move Timo to the forehand to get in the forehand.
4-3.
Both are a little bit struggling in the beginning, which is normal, to find the rhythm to come back into this game.
4 all.
Balls are stopping a little bit more. I think both will be or are surprised in a way. Not that easy. Opened with backhand, and there usually you expect Timo BOLL to move away from the table, but instead of moving away, he was moving inside the ball, giving a little bit of kick in the topspin, in the block, and at the end.
Please make sure that the ball is not hidden with your shoulder. 4-5.
And now the warning is going to GERERELL. It's about not blocking the side of the service with the shoulder.
5 all.
Umpires here very strict. Was a warning from Timo BOLL before. Now a warning to GERERELL. 5-5. Very open. It's the opener to the backhand. Timo BOLL has to come back fast, and then in the backhand situation, very often is the advantage on the side of Timo BOLL. You see here, GERERELL is moving backwards inside the stroke, and now misreads the service. Timo BOLL is up 2 points. And on the other hand, you know, like a service specialist, as GERERELL, we will see here. Yeah, main thing is there on this position that you have to make sure that the ball is thrown back not against the racket, and the ball is not blocked for the side of the player.
6-7.
In this way, off the side of Timo BOLL. Also this miss, we had this before with Timo BOLL, now with GERERELL. The ball is stopping a little bit more, maybe also after the receive of Timo, a little bit more spin inside the ball. Then you have to move towards, and that's something all the players have to do very carefully. It's a question of football. And the first longer rally there, you see a little bit misjudge of the ball in one time of Timo BOLL. You see here this position really not that stable, but then again the next moment Timo BOLL was stable again. This longer rallies, usually they are something that GERERELL wants to have, maybe to make Timo move into the deep forehand. But the first rally, longer rally, Timo BOLL did. And the second little bit longer rally also. After the first time, Timo looks like that he found the rhythm, that he's able to move, to control the service and receive.
11,
And the
6.
crucial moment is always when he can read the service right, that he's flipping to GERELL's backhand. And at this moment, GERELL cannot really turn around, because it might be also that Timo BOLL is choosing the deep forehand. Therefore, he stays with the backhand. And whenever it's coming to the backhand situation, then Timo has BOLL back at the table. While GERELL is still listening to his coach. Main thing is, to my point of view, whether GERELL will be able to make his forehand use a little bit more, to put some more pressure on Timo. And then on the other hand, if Timo BOLL feels this, then from time to time he's switching to the deep forehand directly. And Timo BOLL is also very advanced, especially above the table, this short game. He's still the master in the short. So maybe GERELL has to avoid this short, has to open the game, has to try to find the possibilities in the long rallies. Very good on half long. High the hand. The service drifted a bit too high, a little bit too long. Better service, heavy backspin. 1-1. As we see there from service return, after this flick, you have to come back very fast in order to play the next ball into the front movement, not by falling backwards. There we see how Timo BOLL was building up this point, not by opening it too early, by putting the ball short. Here, one more time short, very good placement, coming above the table, and then finish the ball with another front touchdown. Nice placement, nice placement. Also, I believe these are the rally GERELL needs. Timo BOLL was moving nice and finding this straight ball down the line. And the placement was that deep that GERELL had no chance to move with his forehand. Good placement after short. This next flick is not going as expected by GERELL into the backhand, but more in the middle. The small change of placement, that's the crucial thing in table tennis. The higher the level is, the more these small changes are used. Because if you compare, and I've been seeing all the qualification matches here, these spin rallies, also the top 200 in the world are able to play on a very high level. The crucial difference are always the small things above the table. Meanwhile, 5-2 for Timo BOLL and service GERELL. Good try from GERELL to switch Timo into the deep forehand. And Timo is not wasting time, it's just like hitting the ball, straighten the arm a little bit more, opening with a little bit of hook into the deep forehand of GERELL. And the angle getting too big there. 6-2 for Timo BOLL.
6-3.
And this is what GERELL is trying to do, move Timo into the deep forehand. But it has to be done also with high quality. You see here, the second block of GERELL was a little bit more pressure on Timo BOLL. And then Timo BOLL missed this last stroke.
3-7.
Good service there. Half long, but not drifting out high, but just around the corner. You see the left-hand player has to move around the corner, therefore can be only this ball lifted. And then easy prey for Timo BOLL, who's up 7-3.
4-7.
Would be an option for GERELL, trying to open the ball directly with a long service. So far, this short game, Timo BOLL is very dominant.
8-4.
You see here again, the way from short, where to open, doesn't matter with forehand or with backhand. Timo BOLL can control it very good. And there, For movement backward, forwards, he's very good with forehand, but with backhand, he's able to attack. Good and half long. Also he said sorry there. I think it was a good ball. Timo won't be too happy because this ball just drifted out after putting the ball short.
5-9.
Was trying to flick this ball. Again, heavy backspin. Good service so far altogether from Timo. Quite consistent. Only in the beginning, the first ball drifted out half long, a little bit too high.
5-10.
This time, instead of playing short, to have the variation long inside. That's something where GERELL really has troubles, and Timo's ball wrist is very fast and very good in the way of changing the situation, changing the position of the ball. 10-6, own service. This time a little bit more upspin with the reverse service, and Timo ball is up 2-0. GERELL has to find a solution to come back into this game. I mean, we had that before after being 2-0 down. We remember the second quarterfinal of women's single. But Timo ball is very much in the driver's seat right now and very much in control of the game. Let's see whether he will keep going the same direction in game number 3. We will be back in some seconds.
Dear spectators, the second game is over and its winner is Timo ball again with score 11-6. Timo leads 2-0 on games now against GERELL. Přátelé, druhá sada tohoto zápasu je za námi, vítězem je opět Timo ball, a to se skóre 11-6. Timo v tuto chvíli vede 2-0 na sety proti paru GERELLovi.
So Timo back, Timo ball was back fast, so we are. And we're facing game number 3.
Third game, GERELL to serve.
GERELL to serve. Good receive there. GERELL was hoping that this receive is getting to the backhand where he probably would have tried to step around directly. And Timo ball probably saw the movement of GERELL, therefore decided to move him into the deep forehand. Good placement. And that's what I said before. To keep calm in the backhand situation, Timo ball has the advantage. If GERELL wants to win a point, he can do it with big troubles with the backhand, but he had to use his forehand. Of course, Timo ball knows this and searching always for the backhand situation.
2-1.
And that's one of the strengths of GERELL. On these half-long balls, he can accelerate very good. The hand is very high, especially in the moment he's touching the ball. And this time he read the service right, just flicked the ball. Direct, not with spin, but direct fast flip to the backhand of Timo ball. Service was maybe also a bit too high. This GERELL won't be too happy. That was a bad miss. You see, the ball was not that long actually, but he wanted to maybe get some extra side smash inside to really secure the point. Looks like sometimes an easy mistake of GERELL against this block, but we should never forget, if we see this maybe later on one time in slow motion, that always Timo Boll has this extra kick inside the ball. That's always this extra spin inside that it's difficult for the opponent to really judge, to move towards the ball. That's one of the extra qualities of Timo Boll that makes him a little bit more special than the others.
5.
And that's one of the trademark shots of Timo Boll. Not always going for these fast, direct winners, but for the spinny top spin in order to work on the next ball, in order to prepare the next ball. 5-2. 6-2 now. Looks like Timo Boll is very much in control, receiving well, moving well, reading the service of Per GERELL on a good level. And on the other hand, Per GERELL also missed 1 and 2 easy balls so far.
3-6.
That's again the when Per GERELL can get into his forehand, can move into his forehand, then he's also troubling Timo Boll. Good backhand there, good backhand and good angle with the forehand. I mean, a player with service as good as Per GERELL is always able to win 2 points on his own service. That gets the pressure very high always on each player that is playing against Per GERELL. We had this yesterday also with Ruven Filus. He always felt that Per GERELL can win 2 points on his own service. What a comeback from the way Timo Boll was doing. I thought he would be really on the passive way and then used his first chance to come back with the backhand down the line, finishing this high ball. Important point in this moment. And Per GERELL is really a little bit desperate also on the service of Timo Boll. First time, second time he tried with his forehand this direct flip. Remember before this backhand he was able to flick one time very fast and hit the ball directly on the backhand side of Timo Boll. But with the forehand, whenever he has to use the receive there, he has troubles. There down the line you see good placement. Timo was able to come back out of this passive situation. And always with extra spin, and Per GERELL is trying to accelerate there, trying to turn around, but then again he has to get the ball a little bit earlier, a little bit more moving inside the ball. This off timing means a mistake by Per GERELL.
9-5.
Already far away, just hit the edge and Timo Boll trying to stretch his arms, stretch his body. Still 9-5 and on service. Good one, reaction shot. Was not that easy to find another placement there because Timo had to get above the table and Per GERELL was waiting on this ball in the placement. 9-6, still one service to go. And he was risking, hoping again that this ball drifting out, but the length of the service of Timo Boll was really in this way that it was not able for Per GERELL to attack this ball directly. Coming up a little bit, Timo's checking his position. And again, with a long service, Per GERELL got in chance to follow with a good forehand topspin. 10-8. We see now Per GERELL was able to win 2 times, 2 points after his own service. He's always able to get some pressure on the opponent, also on Timo Boll. See on half long, very good, very high the hand. He's able to follow that ball and not that much straight, but even a little bit more with side, that is for Timo Boll even more difficult to find the counter topspin going. Now Timo Boll with his own service, 10-8 lead. And again with the reverse service through the forehand side. caused big troubles for Per GERELL. Timo Boll follows with the first topspin into the body of Per GERELL, and after finish the ball, here we see in the body, finish the ball into the deep backhand, a 3-0 lead. Still, Timo Boll has to, of course, keep up the concentration, and Per GERELL, as we know, he will try to find a way to come back, try to find a way to get back into this game, and we will get back to you in a second.
Aufschlag, Rückschlag, ja, da musst du da sein. Gute Aufschläge, gute Qualität.
Ja, det är okej. Det gäller att ligga på. Det gäller att ha tempo först.
Det gäller att hitta lite flyt. Ja. Det gäller att hitta lite flyt.
Okay. Ja.
Eller, alltså, det är ju ingen mening att hålla på så här när det är returer. Så hitta lite flyt, göra några bra returer, röra sig bra liksom. Ja, kör vi.
Det blir aggressivt. Kom igen.
So 3-0. Timo Boll is up right now. Per GERELL, who's just returned to the table, has to struggle his way back into this match and has to have a good start now in game number 4. And it's always in this best of 7 matches very important to keep up with concentration, to keep up the line, not to get the idea I'm up 3-0, I can slow down. Concentration, it's crucial in table tennis. Timo Boll didn't hit the ball in the right way, but was quite spinny, not that easy to hit for Per GERELL, and he missed with that. Whenever Per GERELL has the chance to follow with his forehand topspin, then it's also troubling Timo Boll. And Timo Boll is trying to switch the ball, not only playing backhand, and gets it in a way. Very good, gets it in a way. I wanted to add that Per GERELL wants to turn around too early, and this time he wanted to turn. Timo Boll saw this and was able to move him directly. This was really offside. Good, and this time the service of Per GERELL is also drifting half long. High hand of Timo Boll. So far, not many easy mistakes. Very concentrated performance so far from Timo Boll. Good counter spin there. It's always not that easy on these half-long balls that are starting to drop down to switch the position. And Per GERELL was waiting on the diagonal there. Good one, and this time Timo Boll went back 2 steps, tried to spin the ball one more time, and there Per GERELL was coming after the block, maybe with the best shot, with the forehand topspin from the backhand side, very good, and Timo Boll was simply a bit too far. 3-3, service Per GERELL. Again this flick. And then whenever Per GERELL is not really sure where the return is coming, and when it's getting to the backhand situation and Timo getting a little bit closer to the table, Timo Boll has the advantage there. But has to be always aware that Per GERELL, whenever he's playing forehand from backhand side, is very dangerous. Very consistent, very patient, and the crucial thing was Timo Boll was pushed long into the backhand, and Per GERELL was trying to move around, trying to wait for this cross-court backhand topspin. This time Timo Boll was opening down the line, and then again Per GERELL was in the passive way, and Timo Boll played and finished the game very passionately.
6-3.
Misread the service, 6-3, so it's about time for timeout.
Timeout.
Timo Boll so far very concentrated. That's one of the advantages of Timo Boll. He's always keeping the concentration usually on a very, very high level. Not very easy mistakes, Then again, on the other hand, GERERELL has to try, in case he wants to come back, to risk something also on the service and receive, because we know that GERERELL is able to play very good after his service, but to play well after Timo Boll's service is not that easy, and Timo Boll is reading the service right now very good. And here we see one more time the placement of the first backhand topspin of Timo Boll, and then very patiently finishing through the backhand side. This next ball will be too long. 6-3 lead. Timo Boll is back at the table while the countdown is running backwards. In game number 4, will GERERELL have a chance to come back? He needs to come back fast. Service Timo Boll. Very important point. If GERERELL has maybe the chance to come back after this service with his own service. And again, the service was short to the forehand, and the first backhand topspin down the line with good quality. No chance to have the counter spin working for GERERELL. Very good long rally, backhand, and then move him, Timo Boll, to the deep forehand, and GERERELL was usually having the chance there to come with a better forehand topspin, but then again Timo Boll was moving a bit too fast, winning also this long rally. 8-4. As we see here, one more time, this backhand situation. Timo Boll was a little bit losing the body tension, but not too much. Was able to follow the next ball, attacking the backhand of GERERELL from the table. Very good. One more time, his best shot. After the first backhand, really opened the side, and then it's not that easy also for Timo Boll, not that easy to know where the placement of this next fast forehand topspin will be going. 8-5. And this time the backhand in the diagonal. Good quality from this first backhand topspin. And very consistent play so far. So GERERELL has to really go for his next 2 service.
6-9.
Flip there. I think Timo Boll probably expected after not that good return. Maybe a little bit faster ball. A good fake flip.
10-6.
There was a little bit of a chance there. The ball was jumping a bit higher. I think usually GERERELL had the chance to put that ball on, but still very good quality in this first backhand topspin of Timo Boll. 4 match balls.
10-7.
And the way backwards, that was usually the way GERERELL wanted to see Timo Boll more often. But still, 3 match balls and 1 service more for Timo Boll. And that's it. Into the deep forehand, very nice angle, the second match ball Timo Boll was using. 4-0, clean sweep, very good performance of Timo Boll. GERERELL did, I think, also a good job. Maybe he was also struggling a little bit more after yesterday's match against